How to become a chef. You may want to become a chef because you enjoy cooking and experimenting in the kitchen. While it is a difficult job, it can also be incredibly rewarding if it is something you enjoy. Begin developing the cooking abilities required to become a chef by practicing at home, working in a restaurant, and receiving feedback from others. Then, either at school or with the help of a mentor, seek training to become a chef. Finally, obtain a job as a waiter and work your way up to the position of chef. How to develop your cooking skills. 1. Cooking at home will help you improve your skills. Choose recipes that appeal to you and create them yourself. As you improve your cooking skills, try meals that incorporate new skills you haven't tried before. Don't be scared to alter recipes to make them your own. Experiment with several cuisines to see what suits your style and taste. For example, you could make Italian food one night, Mexican food the next, and your own take on hamburgers the night after. Tip: if you work in a restaurant, you'll need to be able to cook quickly in order to keep up with consumer demand. Cooking rapidly will get simpler with practice. 2. Experiment with different foods to develop your own recipes. Making your own particular dishes is part of the fun of becoming a chef. Once you're familiar with the most basic ingredients, try experimenting with recipes to make them your own. Take chances in order to develop something really fresh. Begin by modifying an existing recipe to create something new. Then, without following a recipe, try combining ingredients. Some of your designs will be a hit, while others may be a flop. This is quite normal, so don't give up. 3. Cook for others in order to receive feedback on your food. While it can be intimidating to expose oneself to criticism, comments can help you grow as a chef. Make food for people as much as possible, and then ask them what they liked or disliked about your recipes. Include any feedback that makes sense to you. If possible, serve your food to people who like the type of cuisine you prepare. They will be able to provide a more informed opinion. For example, suppose you prefer cooking Indian food. Someone who appreciates Indian food will provide you with more constructive criticism. 4. Learn from the techniques of other chefs by observing them. Observing others can teach you a lot. To learn how other chefs work, watch cooking shows and online tutorials. Observe cooks or chefs in training you know as well. Attempt to learn from how they work. Don't be concerned about imitating someone else's actions. You wish to have your own style. However, it is beneficial to see how they accomplish particular abilities and how they use ingredients creatively. 5. Get a work at a restaurant to hone your talents and boost your resume. While starting out as a chef would be fantastic, working your way up the job ladder takes time. Begin with a low-level restaurant job to help you gain the necessary skills. Apply for any restaurant jobs that are advertised in your area. Your first restaurant job will most likely not be prestigious, but everyone starts somewhere. You'll most likely be a line cook. This will assist you in learning the skills required to advance your profession and eventually become a chef. Working in a restaurant is very useful if you do not intend to attend culinary school. Working in a kitchen will allow you to develop the abilities required to become a chef while simultaneously boosting your career. How to train to be a chef. 1. Enroll in a culinary arts program to get a well-rounded education. While a culinary school education is not essential for chefs, it may help you find a career. Most culinary programs provide a comprehensive education in nutrition, sanitary food preparation practices, butchery, pastry making, and other fundamental cooking skills. Investigate culinary programs and apply to your top 3 to 5 selections. Trade or vocational schools, colleges, and culinary institutes all offer programs. A culinary arts certificate from a trade or vocational school may be obtained in 6 to 9 months. If you wish to earn an associate's degree in culinary arts from a community college, your program will last roughly 2 years. A 4-year bachelor's degree in culinary arts can also be obtained through a college, university, or culinary institute. If you want to operate your own restaurant someday, look for a school that provides coursework in business, management, and human resources. 2. If you want to be a self-taught chef, you should train at home. While attending a culinary school can help you learn the skills you need, you may want to train yourself. Every day, practice cooking in your own kitchen. To gain additional experience, cook meals for your family or host gatherings at your home. Push yourself beyond of your comfort zone to learn the abilities you require. If people buy the ingredients for your recipes, you can volunteer to cook for parties and gatherings. To acquire new skills, use online courses and recipes. Tip: if you are self-taught, it may be difficult to find work. Your food, on the other hand, speaks for itself. You will have a better chance of finding a job if you are a talented and creative cook. 3. Find a restaurant internship to help you develop your resume. While an internship isn't glamorous, it can help you get the job you want. Inquire with nearby eateries about potential internships. Whether you can't find one, see if a local chef or restaurant owner would be interested in hiring you as a short-term intern. Observe the chef, sous chef, and line cooks at this time to learn new skills. In addition, strictly adhere to all of their recommendations. Some culinary arts schools have partnerships with local eateries that provide students with internship opportunities. Your internship will almost certainly be unpaid. However, handle it as if it were a regular job so that you can acquire a good reference when applying for jobs. 4. Get a certification if you want to specialize in anything. Certifications are not always required to work as a chef. However, if you wish to pursue a specialization, you should obtain one. If you've trained in a specialized field, take a certification test to help you strengthen your resume. You could, for example, train to be a master pastry chef, a decorator, or a sous chef. You can take a certification test provided by the Research Chefs Association, the American Culinary Federation, the Culinary Institute of America, or the United States Personal Chef Association if you have the requisite education and experience. How to work your way up to chef. 1. Apply for entry-level kitchen jobs at nearby eateries. When you first start out in the restaurant industry, be open to every opportunity that comes your way. Look for openings in local restaurants and submit your application, cover letter, and resume. Send out multiple applications at the same time to boost your chances of getting hired. You could begin as a kitchen assistant or guard manger, who makes appetizers, soups, and cold dishes. Line cook is the next step up, followed by sous chef, who works directly under the head chef. Finally, you could work your way up to the position of head chef in a restaurant. If you've worked in a kitchen before, you'll most likely be able to acquire a better job than someone who is just starting out. 2. Make contacts through networking with other chefs and restaurant owners. Connections may assist you in moving up the job ladder more quickly. To interact with others in your field, talk to fellow chefs, meet restaurant owners, and attend industry events. This will assist you in developing ties with people who may be beneficial to your career. When attending an event where food will be served, request to speak with the chef. Interact with the folks you meet at training. 3. Change restaurants to improve your abilities and advance your career. Don't expect to work at the same restaurant your entire career. Instead, you'll most likely have to change restaurants in order to advance your career. Keep an eye out for fresh opportunities and apply for jobs that can help you achieve your goal of becoming a chef. For example, if you are currently employed as a line cook, apply for sous chef positions at other area restaurants. Alternative, you could open your own restaurant. Keep in mind, though, that this requires you to have business abilities. 4. Learn the abilities needed to be a head chef by working as a sous chef. Working closely under a head chef as a sous chef allows you to develop your talents and boost your resume. After becoming a line cook, look for a job as a sous chef. Plan to stay in this role for at least 1 to 3 years before advancing to the position of head chef. When you take a sous chef role, you should already have the knowledge and skills required to be a chef. However, you may not have the culinary experience and degree of expertise required to become a head chef, which you will gain as a sous chef. 5. When a post for head chef becomes available, you should take it. Once you've risen to the rank of sous chef, seek for opportunities to advance to the position of head chef. Keep an eye out for new restaurant openings and the career paths of local cooks. Network to meet possible career contacts who can assist you in obtaining your own kitchen. When a position becomes available, contact the restaurant owner or hiring manager and offer to demonstrate your abilities. It may take you several years to advance to the position of head chef. Making contacts in the restaurant sector is the most effective approach to get your work noticed. Be friendly to everyone you encounter because you never know who could be able to assist you achieve your ultimate goal of becoming a chef. Thanks for watching. Now you know how to become a chef. Follow your dream.